Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're here again from Alivio Medical Center. My name is Yesenia Cervantes. I'm a community health worker. And so we've been doing these videos to try to disseminate more information regarding COVID-19. And there are many questions, many topics to cover, but today I want to stress three key things to do while you're waiting for your COVID-19 results. Unfortunately, because cases are going up, we know that there are more and more of us who are going to have to at some point get tested. And so I'm going to talk briefly about things that we should be doing while we're waiting for test results. So the number one thing, first of all, I can't stress this enough. Please, if you are feeling symptoms or if you know that you've been exposed to somebody who tested positive, please seek out testing. Call a center that's doing COVID testing, Alivio or any other clinic that's doing testing, and make sure that you know whether you are facing COVID-19 or whether you're negative. It's just best to get your testing done. So when you go and get testing, when you exit the testing site, please go straight home. It's very important that we're keeping everybody else safe. This is a virus that's passed down from one person to another. So the best way that we won't be responsible for somebody else getting the virus is if we stay away from them, right? So go straight home after you do your testing, wait for the results there. While you're home, you want to make sure that you're monitoring your symptoms, that you're keeping in mind, how am I doing? What's happening? Like you know your body best. Everybody responds to COVID-19 a little bit different. Some people experience the symptoms that we've been talking about from the beginning: fever, cough, chills, headache, body aches, fatigue, shortness of breath, difficulty breathing, muscle and body ache. The loss of taste or smell is something that's key also. Sore throat, congestion, runny nose, nausea, vomiting, even diarrhea. I mean, again, everybody's body is a little different. We might experience COVID symptoms different. You know your body best. You know when you're not feeling well. You know, especially if you were in contact with somebody who tested positive, then it's likely that you might test positive. So it's just best to wait for that at home. And remember that there are people who are asymptomatic, meaning that they show no symptoms. And so that's why you want to wait for your result at home, because if you happen to be one of those lucky people who, despite having COVID-19, do not get severely sick, that doesn't mean that you're not going to pass it on to somebody else. People who are asymptomatic are still highly contagious. You don't want to be the person responsible for passing it on to that person that you really missed and you just had to go see. You don't want to pass it on to the people that might not be here with you for the next Thanksgiving or Christmas. Like, let's keep each other safe, stay home, wait for your results. In the meantime, the other key thing to do is please work out in your head and your agenda through your phone. Go back and think about all the people that you spent time with prior to your testing, even that same day. Who are the people that you live with? Who are your neighbors that you might have had close contact with? What stores did you visit where you spend a long time with? Restaurants, other places you visited somebody. If you spend considerable amount of time with somebody, especially 15 minutes or more, or you were more than 6 feet in proximity, then if you get your result and it's positive, you should have the responsibility to call that person, to call that restaurant, to call that place and say, I tested positive for COVID-19 and I was with you this day. Um, we can't force somebody to do that, right? But it's just the right thing to do. We must take care of each other. We see that we're getting hit really hard, especially the Latino community. The same way that we pass COVID, which is from person to person, is the best way that we're going to keep each other safe from person to person, from being honest, for being responsible, staying at home as much as we can. Another thing, when you're home waiting for your test results, please answer your phone calls. If there's a number that you don't recognize, it's likely that it's from the Department of Health, that it's from your clinic or the hospital where you went to get testing, or it's from a contact tracer. Now, contact tracing only works if you answer your phone and if you're being honest with those people. Remember that all information that you give to any health facility or contact tracer is it's confidential. The only reason that they want to ask you where you were, who you were with, is to let other people know, because for every person that gets COVID-19, they're likely to pass it down to two more people. If we could just get to that one person or two people before they test positive, then we're already reducing the rate. And as we all know, cases are going up. The best way that we keep each other safe is, again, staying home as much as we can, waiting for our results at home, going to get tested. Also, we know that quarantine means we have to spend 14 days at home when we were exposed to somebody who tested positive. But one way to know for sure is schedule your testing, get your testing done. That way, you know for sure whether you continue quarantine, whether you can go back to work, whether you should isolate because you do have COVID-19 and you don't want to pass it on to any other family member. And also, just so you're aware, so that you know how to take care of your health. You can call Alivio. Our number are appearing at the bottom, 773-254-1400, to get your testing appointment. You can go to any other center that's in the city, and that's the most important thing. If you have a feeling, if you were with somebody who tested positive, if you're feeling symptoms, you have to go get your test done. It's just the best thing to do, so you know for sure. Another thing to keep in mind is that you want to wait a minimum of 3 to 5 days before you go get tested. So if you find out that you were in contact with somebody who tested positive and you were with them just yesterday, you should really be waiting 3 to 5 days to go get your own testing done. And the reason is that as much as we want to find out as fast as possible, it's very likely that you will receive a negative result, a false negative result, if you test too soon, because your body might not be showing COVID-19 yet. When you get the testing done, it might show a false negative result. So you want to wait long enough for your body to be able to detect that you have COVID-19 if you in fact have it, because getting a false negative result would be very bad. You would be going around thinking that you haven't been exposed when you in fact are, and then you are passing it on to other people. So once again, let's all be a little bit kinder to each other, a little bit more honest, a little bit more responsible of each other, and protect our communities, protect the ones that we love, and by staying home as much as possible. And if you are waiting for results, please don't go anywhere else. Go straight home, wait for your results, answer your calls, and seek help if you need it. We're here to help. If you ever find that your symptoms are getting out of hand, that you are having a lot of difficulty breathing, you're feeling, you lose consciousness, or you're getting blue in the face, or you start experiencing other symptoms that are getting worse, then it's time to seek immediate help. So always let your providers know that you're are awaiting results, or that you are COVID positive if you already have your results. I hope this information was helpful. We will be providing more videos with different COVID-19 related topics, because well, we're going to need them, right? And please just take care of each other, stay home, and stay safe. Thank you.